And more. It's Terry Henne and his Farm Show on 100.5 and 790 News Radio WSGW and online WSGW.com.
A mostly cloudy and wet good morning to you. I hope your day is going well for you, wherever you might be. Things aren't all that bad here at Radio Center. Jonathan Dent along with me, and Jonathan, the heat is on.
A mostly cloudy and wet good morning to you after a mostly cloudy and wet night, after a mostly cloudy and wet day.
I don't know. Mother Nature's been cloning too many of these days. We got to knock this off. You know?
We talked about that light at the end of the tunnel a couple days ago.
Closer.
It's right around the
corner.
Closer.
Some folks right now are looking at some sun over on the west side of the state. It is trying to work its way closer to us, but we've got that north breeze right now. And what are we looking at right now for current conditions?
Well, right now out at the airport, cloudy skies and 48 degrees. Downtown Midland's looking at 47 degrees. Here at Radio Center, we're also at 48 degrees, which is an improvement over yesterday.
Yes,
but
it is.
As you mentioned, that northwest wind at 15 miles per hour, gusting up to 22. So it's still pretty breezy out there.
Yeah, and still pretty chilly.
Yeah.
You better dress accordingly. But as Jonathan said, we're warmer right now than what we were yesterday. And I think by the time day is all done, we should be working our way pretty close to the middle 50s. I'm going to say 54. Hedging a bet, it looks right now as though we should be seeing some sun around the Great Lakes Bay area, especially the west side of our area as we move into the later afternoon hours. And I wouldn't be a bit surprised if some of you see a beautiful sunset tonight. So something to look forward to. 39 is how cold we're going to get tonight. Again, that depends on just how rapidly things clear off, because what we're seeing is the weather pattern. It's coming at us right directly from the north and the northwest. The wind would indicate that. And that's the reason why there just doesn't really seem to be a let up. But you look over on the west horizon, it's definitely brighter over there. As far as the reporting stations go, do we have anything officially with partly sunny skies right now, Jonathan?
Let me take a look real quick. We've got mixed precipitation. We've got light rain. I'm not seeing anything with partly sunny skies quite yet here, but I wouldn't expect. Oh, there we go. Central Upper Michigan out in Escanaba and Menominee. We've got sunny skies.
Hey, there you go.
There we go.
And how warm is it there?
Right now, well, I wouldn't say warm. 43, 45 degrees right now.
They got a little bit of snow to contend with yet. They've got to get rid of that snow cover. But hey, we're heading in the right direction. A year ago today was nothing great to write home about. 50 was our high, 45 was our low, and we had about 0.4 of an inch of rain. And many folks do remember last year that we were not on the ground much at all by this time. We didn't have that warm shot like we had this past year over the last 30 days. So as a result, the sugar beets weren't in nearly as quickly as what they are this year. Corn was not in as quick. Soybeans obviously weren't. The wheat didn't quite look the way it does right now, but things rapidly warmed up as we went through the month of May, and we didn't have any real bitter cold temperatures to worry about once it began to warm up. And that's the way it looks right now as far as our forecast goes for the not too distant future. And I got a funny feeling over the next 30 days, we're not really looking for any temperature drops like we will experience tonight. We're going to be looking, as I said, a low of 39. Sun will set this evening at 8:41, rise tomorrow morning at 6:25, 60 or close to it tomorrow with sun. But then later on tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow night, there's a real weak system. It's up in Minnesota, and it's going to kind of drift over Wisconsin, and then it's going to break up. But what it will do is it'll give us the possibility of seeing a little bit of precipitation late tomorrow night and into the morning hours on Friday. But as we go through the day on Friday, things will be clearing off rather rapidly. And we should be looking at 64 for a high, which is average for this time of the year. 41 for a low on Friday night. Then moving into the weekend, it's going to feel a lot nicer. Saturday with partly cloudy skies, 68 for a high, 46 for a low. Then on Sunday with partly cloudy skies, 72 for a high, 49 for a low. Then Monday and Tuesday will be in the middle 70s both days. So if there is going to be any precipitation right now, it appears as though late tomorrow night, early Friday morning, and then moving into the work week next week, later in the day on Monday night, into the morning hours on Tuesday. But they're going to be a warmer rain, so we are going to be looking at the soil temperatures starting to warm up a little bit. We're still pretty chilly. When we have a chance to talk to Ed Benkert this hour from Nutrien, we'll kind of get an idea of what he has been seeing out in the fields right now. But a lot of our reporting stations are telling us 45, 46, 47 degrees is what our soil temperature is at the 2-inch level. And that's not very conducive to getting any seeds to germinate. So we're just going to keep our fingers crossed. But I think we're going to be in pretty good shape. And as far as the sugar beet crop is concerned, sugar beet's way ahead of planting this time of the year. And we've actually gotten a pretty good stand in some areas. The beets are out. So I don't think we're going to have to worry anymore about those little beets and freezing temperatures. You never know as far as winds go, but right now they're developing pretty good. So I think we shouldn't have too much of an issue with the earlier planted beets. So in a nutshell, that's the way it works. Record high in the state, 87, set in 1928 and tied in 1938. Record low, 28, set in 1986. That was the flood year of 1986 in September. We're looking at, on this date, just under 1 1/3 inches of rain. That was back in 1919. And we had 4.5 inches of snow on this date in 1935.
Wow.
When it was some of the warmest temperatures we had seen in recorded history in the middle 30s. And yet here on May the 3rd in 1935, we had 4.5 inches of snow. That was a record. More on the weather as we go through the broadcast. Standing by, who do we have?
We're going to be talking with Cody Harris from Star of the West. And then, as always, we'll head over to Doug Klein from Oppenheimer. All of that's ahead. But first, the weather report today brought to you by the folks at Nutrien Ag Solutions.
Nutrien Ag Solutions has the local expertise to recommend the corn, soybean, and other seed products that are the best fit for your field. Plus, unparalleled agronomic support with products and services to unlock yield potential and improve crop performance from planting to harvest. Ask about our financing options to help you get more from every acre and lead the field. Visit your local Nutrien Ag Solutions branch or go to nutrienagsolutions.com.
Say, do you want to unlock the secret to higher yields? If you're applying dry fertilizer, the key to better yield potential is Titan XC. Titan XC is a fertilizer biocatalyst that unlocks and releases the bound-up nutrients in granular fertilizer, promoting better root uptake and plant growth. Drive performance this season and beyond. Release more nutrition. Expect better results with Titan XC. For more information, visit lpi.ag/unlock or contact your Nutrien Ag Solutions crop consultant today. Farm Service brought to you today by the folks at the Michael Sarr Crop Insurance Agency. Risk management is what it's all about, folks. You know it as well as I do that Mother Nature's going to throw a curve, a fastball, a knuckleball, whatever, and you better have that bat ready to hit it. And the folks at the Michael Sarr Crop Insurance Agency are going to give you that opportunity. They're licensed to serve all of Michigan with both conventional and organic crop insurance. You can reach the agents on their cell phone for questions or emergencies, or you can call the office 989-868-4722. The Michael Sarr Crop Insurance Agency. We say good morning to Cody Harris. Jonathan, you think he's got good news for us?
We'll find out. Cody, how are things going?
Well, we're doing good here this morning, guys. And for the first time in a while, I feel like I do have a little good news as far as the grain markets are concerned.
We better read it quick before it goes away.
That's a good point, Terry. I'll dive right into it real quick then. We got cash wheat. That's up 28 at the moment. $5.97 on the white, $5.47 on the red. New crop wheat, that's also up 28, 612 on the white, 562 on the red. Looking over at cash corn, that's up 5 at 555. New crop corn, that's up 6 at 466. We're looking over at soybeans, cash soybeans, those are up 2 at the moment at 1373. And then looking at new crop soybeans, I'm going to call those unchanged right now at the moment at 1202.
Sounds like somebody's taking a breath.
Yeah, definitely taking a breath here today. We got the Fed report coming out here later today. I think you're going to expect maybe another 25-point basis move there. So maybe the market's kind of setting up for that. In addition to that, market's definitely been driven by wheat. So that's definitely pulling corn up and at least nearby soybeans up as well. And that has to do, we got a little info yesterday out of Oklahoma. There was an Oklahoma crop tour that pegged that crop at just 54.3 million bushels and the yield at just 24.6 bushels an acre compared to 28 bushels last year. So, I mean, that crop is looking pretty dismal out there. And I think with some of the projections even coming out of the Oklahoma Grain Feed Group, that would be the smallest crop since 1955. So couple that with, you got spring wheat planting that remains well behind normal pace. I think you're definitely just getting a lot of pressure that's maybe finally trickling into that wheat market that kind of turned it around today.
Yeah, there's not good news coming out of Kansas either. So it's going to be interesting. See how everything shakes out. Cody, have a good one.
Yes, you as well. Thank you, guys.
Take care. Cody Harris over at Star of the West. Doug Klein joining us now.
Market report today brought to you by Schaefer and Beerline. Are you ready to upgrade to a new Ram truck for your family farm? Now is the time to order your new Ram 15, 25, or 3500. So you should see the folks at Schaefer and Beerline in Frankenmuth, the Great Lakes Bay's certified ag dealer. They specialize in all models of new Ram commercial trucks and vans, and ordering is now the way to go. You can buy with confidence from Schaefer and Beerline in Frankenmuth since 1852, where family and service sells cars. Also by Thumb Bank. They've been serving agriculture for over 125 years. They've got 2 locations in Bay City. They're also in Cass City, Caseville, Pigeon, Bad Axe, and Marlette. Thumb Bank, where relationships are built on trust. Well, we had some good news. Doug Klein, do you have more good news for us?
Crude oil's down $3.
Bingo.
Good news.
Yeah.
Depending on who you are.
I'm done. Well, gas is $2.32, so we should be seeing $2.97 on the pump.
You say we should.
Yeah. Wish I coulda, shoulda club.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, that's me. Well, payrolls came in today. They were looking for 133,000 growth. They came in at 296,000, so they were off by over 100%.
Wow.
But most of the jobs were hospitality. The Grand Hotel probably opened back up, so there's thousands of jobs right there. So they're restocking the island with people to serve dinner and turn down your linens when you show up for your $1,000 stay. They said the financial sector lost 28,000 jobs and manufacturing lost 38,000 jobs. So the jobs that kind of sort of matter are kind of fading away. So we'll see. We don't know what the future brings. Of course, the Fed is going to do his quarter point this afternoon, and hopefully after that he talks about lowering interest rates and stopping this dismal abuse of the American investor. But we'll have to see. I think 2.15, something like that. So anyways, that's what we're waiting for. So right now we got the May corn at 6.42, up 4 cents. December corn 5.26.5, up 6 3/4. May soybeans 14.39, down a half a penny. November soybeans 12.67 3/4, up a half a penny. The May wheat is 5.96, up a half a penny, and December wheat is 6.65 3/4. That's up 28 cents. And by the way, they did hit a new low today, so be careful. Sometimes this is a dead cat bounce when they get over shorted and somebody buys and there's a little bit of news out there and they short cover for a short period of time. It happened in crude oil when the Saudis did that little maneuver on the news and said they were going to cut production, and it raised the price, for a short period of time, but now it's heading back down again. So see where it goes. So over to crude oil, 68.14, down $3.52. Heating oil is 221.13, down 8 cents. Gasoline 231.83, down 11 3/4 cents. Natural gas is 232.5. That's down 9.5 cents. Over to currencies, Canadian dollar, U.S. dollar buys $1.3619 at the border. That's down 6 ticks. The dollar buys 135.25 yen. That's down 128 ticks. The euro's at 110.54. That's up 55 ticks. The dollar's at 101.42, down 53 ticks. Gold's at 2031.90. That's up $8.60. Silver's 25.56, up 5.5 cents. And platinum's at 1061.50. That's down 16.80.
You have a good one, Doug.
Thanks. You too.
All righty. Talk to you later. Doug Klein over at Oppenheimer. Jerry Samolsky, ready to rock?
Yes, indeed. We've got Jerry Samolsky from Bay Landscaping and Garden Center. Jerry, good morning.
Good morning, guys. Hey, the weather has been kind of goofy, hasn't it?
You know, I was taking a look at the precipitation tallies. The further east you get, like from Huron County right straight down, I'm seeing precipitation values of close to a half inch of rain over there. I don't think you got quite as much, in Bay City. And I know the Saginaw area and areas to the west, we're looking at maybe 1/10 of an inch here and there. That was about it. But I'm looking at Bad Axe with almost a half inch, Caro a half inch, all the way down toward the Detroit area.
Yeah, we haven't seen, I got 0.8 of an inch from Friday and virtually nothing today. So it's been really kind of wishy-washy for us up in here. But that 0.8 that we got, it came slowly for the most part. We had to open up a little bit here and there, but I think about every drop we got just soaked right in, and that was wonderful. So, just like the farmers, we want to be careful about getting on particularly open soil when it's really wet and trying to do any work. Will create compaction, and that's not good. So maybe we got to take a break in the yard, but, still some transplanting of things is fine. Spruce and pine right now is a great time to be moving spruce and pine. The leafy stuff that's starting to bud out, maybe we want to hold on that till this fall. But a lot of good things you can do in the garden. Maybe a little early yet with frost. For the 10-day looks good, but we still probably have closer to the 20th, 21st, and I think even Midland is even almost June 1 for a frost-free date.
Yeah.
So we got to wait a little bit.
Yep. I think we should be pretty good, but, you never know. You just never know. Jerry, take care. Right. We'll talk to you tomorrow about the plan of the week. All righty?
Yes, sir.
Okay. When we return, Ed Benkert will be joining us from Nutrien, but first this.
Is it time? Is your lease coming due? Have you nursed your current ride through the winter and now it's time for something new and shiny in the garage? Hi, I'm Steve Cook from Cook Chevrolet in Vassar, where lease payments, despite what you're hearing on the news, have been and still are as low as ever. If you don't believe it, check this out. The loaded four-wheel drive Crew Cab Silverado pickup with a sticker price of over $54,000 is still available at Cook starting as low as $391 a month. Chevy Equinoxes, just $263. And once again, maybe the best offer in America, the Chevy Blazer available now from $245 a month. That's less than a cable and internet bill. Spring is here. The time is now. Get out today to the Cook Superstore, M15, top of the hill in Vassar. One more time, Blazers $245, Equinoxes $263, and Silverados just $391.
Payments based on GM employee and family lease and include all rebates. $2,800 on Equinox, $2,900 on Blazer, $3,055 on Silverado due at signing. Chevy, find new roads.
Farm Service brought to you today by the folks at the Frankenmuth Bank. They do have lines of credit, equipment loans, financing for purchasing land, credit cards, and more. Find out about the more by stopping by any of their conveniently located offices and see how they can become your hometown financial solution. The Frankenmuth Credit Union. And by the folks at Steiner Tractor, new parts for old tractors made easy. Dan Steiner tells me he's ready for action. Just give him a call and he'll deliver. 800-234-3280 or go to their website at steinertractor.com. Well, Jonathan, hopefully Ed isn't standing out in the field right now.
He might be sinking out in the field, depending on where he is. Ed, how are things going?
Hey, not too bad, guys.
What's going on? What are you telling producers right now, Ed?
Well, it's interesting, Terry. We had a group text this morning with all of our locations throughout the state, and think you've mentioned it in the thumb. We're wet. I was in the thumb yesterday, and most of our locations are saying it's going to be the weekend, late weekend. We just need sun and heat. But then as you go west in the state, we've got locations that are out on some sandier ground doing some things. So it just depends where you're at. But I think the main message is don't be in a hurry. Let this ground dry out. We need sun and heat, which it sounds like we're going to get. And when we go back at it, need to make sure that we, take time to do it safely and not be in a big hurry, because everybody's going to be farming at the same time. And it just makes for a hectic season for our locations. But, we just hope we do the best we can to keep the guys farming and get the crop planted.
And hopefully all those deliveries happen just the way everybody wants them to, right?
Yes. Yep.
Ed, have a good one. Thank you so much. We'll talk to you again, okay?
Okay. Yeah, thank you, Terry.
Oh, you bet. Along with us right now, Chuck Cervinsky, Maple Hill Nursery in Midland. Chuck, let's talk a little bit about getting things ready to go with Dairy Dew products.
Yeah, the weather is going to get warmer, at least we hope it's going to, and it's time to think about planting annual flowers. And how about growing the most beautiful blooms that you've had in a long time in flowers and containers with Flower Dew 201 from Morgan Composting? It promotes healthy and vibrant blooms. It contains many organic ingredients, including worm dew, which is another fine Morgan Composting product, and it's also powered by Dairy Dew. For best results, you're going to want to wet the soil before you use it. We have Flower Dew available at the store in both 1 cubic foot bags and 1.5 yard super sacks.
Yeah, so at this stage of the game, you do have the inventory available. So anticipate a little bit, and when the weather gets nice, you can just walk right out to the shed, the garage, and grab a bag.
That's right. We've got plenty of it here.
And if folks would like a little bit more advice, all they got to do is stop by.
You can stop in and let us show you how to do it with Dairy Dew products from Morgan Composting.
Chuck Cervinsky, take care. Have a great day, okay?
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. We'll be right back.
How do you make the most of your land? Shaw does it behind the wheel of a John Deere 1025R compact tractor.
Why do I go by Shaw? Shaw stands for skilled hands at work.
And he lives up to the name as he uses his versatile tractor to
make my yard look as beautiful as I possibly can.
But the Hubbards use their 1025R to
do both vegetables and my flowers. It's exciting, putting yourself out there, learning something new.
And with a long list of easy-to-attach implements, ranging from a front loader to a box blade and backhoe, they both can make
the earth take the shape that I want it to take.
There are millions of ways to make the most of your land. How will you make the most of yours? Nothing runs like a Deere. Get a 1 Series tractor for just $130 per month at your John Deere dealer today. For additional cost information, please call toll-free 855-633-2315.
Contact one of Tri-County Equipment's 11 locations in Auburn Hills, Bad Axe, Birch Run, Burton, Caro, Fenton, Lapeer, Marlette, Reese, Saginaw, or Sandusky, or visit Tri-County Equipment online at tricountyequipment.com.
Experience the most reliable RTK signal from PC Ag Solutions, compatible with most GPS receivers. Trade in your old radio or modem and get an affordable subscription through us. We have over 25 base station locations across the Lower Peninsula, and we're always looking to add more to our network. Discover more power, more accuracy, and more coverage with our 450 megahertz signal. Call us to learn more today. PC Ag Solutions, 989-868-4444. Mother's Day just around the corner. You bet. Not this weekend, but next weekend. Crazy Eggs House is ready to go. You can still make a reservation for mom and the family. All you got to do is give them a call at 989-894-5531 and make it a Mother's Day that mom will really appreciate. Crazy Eggs House, corner of Cass and Michigan on Bay City's south side. Farm Service brought to you today by the folks at Quality Roasting of Reese, offering competitive, consistent prices for your soybeans. Give them a call for a quote today. Back at 12:30 with an update. Now we conclude with our national anthem.